Surrey SafeCare is an organisational transformation programme, and what it isn't is an IT project. So the idea to work together with Ashford and St Peters probably started about 3 or 4 years ago. I joined the organisation 2.5 years ago, and at that time there was already an aspiration for a new PAS system or potentially an EPR. And through some conversations with Ashford and St Peters, we decided to formally join their procurement process from September 2018.
So as part of the procurement, we knew that we were looking for a solution that's safe, secure, tried and tested, and definitely working well and successfully in other hospitals, and also that fit in with the strategies of both trusts, both organisations. So we formed a really good evaluation team with representation from medicine, surgery, cancer, paediatrics, allied health professionals, nursing staff across the board, ward staff, outpatients, pharmacy, critical care, a really good mix of representatives who spent about 4 months looking at the paperwork from the bidders and finding, the right solution on paper. And then we got on a coach and we went and visited the hospitals so that we could see it working in earnest. And that led us to agreeing together, it was unanimous in the end, that the Cerner Model Hospital was definitely the right solution for us.
So Surrey SafeCare is an innovation, a technology that's going to enable us to really deliver on our trust strategy. The Ashford and St Peters Together We Care strategy describes a vision of delivering an outstanding experience and the best outcomes for patients and the team. This is a change programme that will use our electronic patient record as an enabler to that change, creating different ways for clinicians and teams to deliver care, but at the same time enable patients to become more empowered, more connected with their healthcare information and with their records.
Going really, really well. It's been really, really exciting seeing how some of the clinicians can come together and really understand the difference it's going to make. As you know, our vision is about delivering nationally celebrated, community-focused health and care. Actually, as patients move from one setting to another between their primary care encounter, their GP and into the acute sector, the most important thing is making sure that we've got one record that can be accessed safely and really does enable the patient's pathway to be seamless from a point of view of recording what's happened to them.
Surrey SafeCare is a programme of work that is likely to be the largest transformational programme that Ashford and St Peters and Royal Surrey will likely embark on in the next few decades. Its vision is to deliver better outcomes for patients and staff, and in doing that it's going to be a clinically led programme of work.
Moving away from that best of breed type system where you've got lots of individual components all across the organisation that don't properly talk to each other, and to have one solution where a patient is tracked all the way through so that you can see when they turn up at A&E and then they go to theatres and then they go to ITU and then they come back out of theatres and go onto a ward, and then 2 weeks later they present at St Peters, and we know and they know exactly what's happening in that pathway. So it's entirely visible and you can look up and make sure that you know what their blood tests showed and what their drugs they're on, and that it is a unified patient record across those sites. So the overarching approach of the programme is to try and deliver a number of strategic objectives, and these are the guiding principles and the guiding achievements that we're going to try and aim for. Reducing healthcare acquired infections, reducing medication errors, reducing our treatment delays, supporting our teams to deliver the best care possible, and for me one of the most important ones is to deliver a better experience of care for our patients.
So Cerner have got the benefit of having done this in many places before, and the approach that they take with Millennium is to develop it based on every deployment of that service, and the adaptations that are made by the clinicians working in those services, in those settings, to the system that was put in place. So there is a kind of there's a sense with modern hospital that you're kind of buying the package off the shelf, but actually I think it's most important to reflect that package that you're buying is the latest, most evolved and most developed version of that product, you know, based on all that experience that's been put into it through using that packager over the years.
So I think that Cerner has got the experience to show. So we have 23 clients live with Cerner Millennium in the UK.
The UK model experience has come from 25,000 different healthcare organisations around the world, and that's who Cerner is working with. And as we go and deploy and we get experience through that deployment, we're able to then harvest the content, the workflows. And then so within the UK, we've got 23 trusts that are working with Cerner, and 7 of those are GDEs, so Global Digital Exemplars.
Cerner's values closely align with those from both trusts, from both Ashford and St Peter's and Royal Surrey, in terms of streamlining patient care, providing the best patient experience, and also in terms of making it safe.
This is a very important innovation for both the Royal Surrey and also Ashford and St Peters, and the fact that we're doing it together is an amazing opportunity. I mean, I think the drivers for Surrey Safe Care is as it says, it's about safety. It's about safety for patients and also safety for staff as they carry out their work. And what we need to ensure is that actually we have a safe implementation.
The care program team currently comprises of 50 plus staff, but as the program progresses it's going to grow to well over 100 as we move into testing and training. The program team itself is supported by clinical transformation leads from across both trusts, subject matter experts from across both trusts, both medical, nursing, allied health, and truly it'll be a team effort from across both of the trusts with all staff, whether they're formally or informally part of the program team.
If you just say you're looking at implementing an electronic documentation system, then you're missing a trick. This isn't about changing what we do and just putting it onto a computer. This is about looking at pathways and making sure that we are doing things in the best and the safest way we possibly can.
The reason for change is because we need to be standardising care. We know that when we standardise care, that patients get a good experience and that it is safer. Within the UK model experience system, yes, we can still manage deviation, that's still possible, but it's really important that we align workflows where possible and make it as safe as possible. Change is difficult, but it is absolutely possible.
So another aspect of the programme is that we've received digital aspirant status, which means we've received some central funding to contribute to the overall cost of the programme, but also there's a recognition there that our ambitions align with the national ambition of being able to securely share clinical information, not just across both trusts, but also with the wider health economy, with our partners, making sure that we're enabling that better patient care.
Transformation is about how you translate a strategy into operational reality. One of the key things that we're really looking at for Surrey Safe Care is how do we use digital enablers to support a transformation of the experience that our patients have and also the experience, importantly, that our staff have. We've gone through some engagement events around mapping our current state and looking at what the future is going to bring. In order for this to be successful, everybody needs to play a part in really challenging themselves to say, do I know what's coming? And am I aware of what that means for my job? And also, how can I contribute to making that a success? So the transformation journey is built on Cerner's good practice of doing this in other trusts. Those 5 steps are discover, explore, experience, perform and adopt. And really that takes individuals through from the first phase of really thinking about what this means for them, what have we bought, what's the impact on their day-to-day job and for the patients that they serve. And then how do we continuously improve and evolve and adapt the system that we've got?
So what you've heard today is about how the programme came together. It's about our ambitions and how they fit with both organisations' wider strategies. And it's about how we're going to go about transforming our services through this programme. In terms of our commitment to you, it's really to deliver that safe, secure, fit-for-purpose system and to make sure we've taken everybody with us on this journey. In terms of what we need from you, it's really about your active participation at all levels of the programme, making sure you're up to speed, keeping an eye on all of our communications to you and channels, but fundamentally just to get involved. So thanks very much for watching this today.